Hi, we're back. I'm Ken Reel, CEO of the Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce, in our Love Cape Ann Report, June edition. And with me again is...
Carrie McKenna, Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce Events.
Director.
Yes, Director.
Fantastic.
What's
Fantastic.
the title?
Let's talk Cape Ann Chamber. Let's do
Yes.
a quick look back. Let's talk about May for a little
Yes.
bit and then look forward.
First of all, it's summertime, finally.
Thank goodness, and it's
Yay.
hot in here.
Woohoo. Yes, but that's
But
good.
that's a good thing.
Better than,
That's a
yeah.
good thing. I tried to launch a boat this past Memorial Day weekend and froze
Oh, man.
on Monday.
Yeah.
So we're pleased actually for the heat. Thank
That's
goodness. And
behind us now, the cold.
the visitor season is heating
all
up,
good.
and so is the Cape Ann Chamber.
Yes, so we started off in May, oh my goodness, with the tourism mixer that we did at Cox River.
Yeah, that was a fun event. So it's one of our key priorities is promotion of the region as a visitor destination and the whole visitor-based economy. And so we have a very strong tourism council.
Yes.
And one of the things that we do in the tourism council is we have a mixer to kind of kick off the tourism season, which we use the unofficial kickoff for us is Memorial Day weekend. And then we have a fall collaborative where we do a wrap-up after the summer
Right.
season. And we had a really good turnout. It was a Cox Reservation
Yeah.
this year,
lovely.
which is my backyard, my
Yep.
hometown in Essex, overlooking the Great Marsh.
Yep.
It's a wonderful venue. And we probably had 50-plus people there representing businesses, visitor businesses across Cape Ann.
Yeah,
It was
that's
a really
great.
nice event.
And we were talking about a new initiative with Spring Life? Or,
Yeah, so the summer season here is booming, and which is wonderful. And the Cape Ann Chamber has a lot to do with that, with many other organizations. What is still a work in process is what we call the shoulder seasons, the spring and the fall, and especially the winter time. And so we're really starting to focus our efforts now on the non-summer season. How do we make Cape Ann a destination year-round?
Yes.
And so we've started this initiative called Spring Life, Summer Life, Fall Life, Winter Life on Cape Ann, because there's still so much to do here. It's still such a vibrant place to visit and
Yeah.
work and live
Beautiful.
year-round. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we announced that whole strategy, that initiative at the Tourism Mixer,
Yeah,
and we
that's
actually
great.
have some web content dedicated to that, and our Tourism Council has become very involved in helping to promote Cape Ann year-round. And as that initiative grows, kind of in content, then that will become more impactful, starting especially in the fall and really rolled out in the wintertime.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Yeah.
great. Although, it's great for chamber, for business. But I say, be careful what we wish for.
All
It's
these
nice to have
visitors.
this- yes, it's nice to have Cape Ann quiet down for a little bit. But no, I'm joking. I think it's a great idea to bring. There is so
We're
much
excited
to
about
do
it.
here in the off season,
Yeah.
and I think it's great. I'm glad that we're taking a charge there.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Then we went on to golf. We had our golf tournament. Fabulous. It was the nicest day ever for golf. It was last Monday, and the weather was perfect. We had over 100 players. We had just the perfect day for being out there, and it was a lot of fun. And this is the way that we fund all of our education.
Yep,
initiatives.
another one of our three priorities. It's promotion of the region, economic development, and education. And this does fund our education initiatives, including the Cape Ann Career and College Fair, our DECA support work, going in on career days, really looking to engage the business community with our local schools. And the proceeds from that golf tournament fund a majority of that, and as well as our scholarships.
Yeah.
And we have 6 scholarships this year that we're giving
Yes,
out, which
which is
we're
great.
excited about.
Yep, very exciting.
Couldn't have been a better day,
It
as
was.
you
It was
say.
a great day, and thank you to all of our sponsors. So many businesses here in Gloucester and on Cape Ann support this golf tournament.
Why don't we hit
It's
the
great.
big 3?
Yes, Cape Ann Savings Bank and Bank Gloucester and Applied Materials.
Yeah, thank you
They
very
are
much for
so
all of our
supportive.
sponsors,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Very good. Then we had our business after hours for May. It was in Essex
Yeah.
at Rivers Bend Restaurant.
Yeah,
which had a
beautiful
redo.
restaurant, and it's a
Very
hidden
nice.
gem. If
It
you don't
is.
know about it, and a lot of people at that networking event, and we probably had 75 people there,
Yeah.
a lot of people hadn't been there.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
the reason for doing these networking events. I mean, of course, we want to get our business community together
Yeah.
to network and socialize, but we also want to show off the business
Yeah.
itself, and it worked
Oh,
out
yeah.
very well
It
from
is
that
great,
perspective.
great way for a business to showcase who they are, what they do, where they are, and you're right. So many people had never been there, and I think we had 60 people there, close to 60 people.
I counted 75.
Yeah, that's your chamber. But the point being, there was a lot of people there, and I think that they were thrilled to get all these new people coming through their business, and people who have not been there, I'm sure will be returning. It's at such a wonderful spot
Yeah.
right there in the river. And then just the other night, we had our next geners, our young professionals, had a mixer at Mile Marker. Mile Marker was very generous in donating 10% of all food and alcohol sales back to the next
Nice.
gen group between 5 and 7 p.m. They were out on the bridge deck, and from what I hear, they had a great time. I'm the grandmama. I like get them started, and then I head
Well,
out.
I must be the
but-
grandpapa then,
right,
because
right. They had a great night from what I'm told. So
Excellent.
glad for that, and it was great. Mile Marker One for hosting us. Thank them. That
Yeah.
was wonderful. Yes, and then I'm going to let you talk about.
the
Yes,
publications.
Yes. Our publications
The
are
publications
in.
are
Yay.
in. I don't know if anybody can see this,
Yeah.
but print is still
No way.
quite alive and well, and so we do 260,000 pieces of three different publications: the Cape Ann Guide and Directory. We have a Cape Ann map, and we also have a Rockport map. And so 75,000 pieces of this. And the Rockport map, 110 of the Cape Ann map, and it goes down into Boston. It goes around north of Boston. It goes out west, around the 495 belt again to pull visitors in, and it's distributed in its entirety around Cape Ann.
Yeah,
and
it's
this in particular is also goes to the residents of Cape
Yeah.
Ann, 20,000 plus
Great.
through the Gloucester Daily Times and an ad insert. So
Yeah.
it's really meant to be a tabletop piece for both our visitors and our residents.
Yeah,
A
that's
compendium of Cape Ann, and we distribute all year long. I personally
Right. It's got a lot of
spend
good
a lot of time
information.
distributing all year long
me.
to the major accommodations and restaurants and businesses and municipalities and markets, places where both residents and visitors.
Yeah, and it's beautiful,
frequent.
the photo on the cover.
We're
this
so
year.
pleased with the
Just
content this
great.
year. We think
Yeah.
it's really our best edition.
Yeah.
All of our members are in this because
Mm-hmm.
it's also the directory. This is also available online on two different websites, the Chamber website and Cape Ann Vacations. All the businesses are linked to their website, as
Mm-hmm.
well, of course, the advertisers. The ads are all linked to their website. So it's
It's great. It's a great piece.
6 months of hard work go into this, and now we spend the next 6 months distributing,
yeah.
and we start the
It
process
start
all
all
over
over
again.
again.
It is a non-ending
Yeah,
process.
I
But
don't know how we're going to top that cover photo though. That's a beauty.
and we agonized
Awesome.
over that
Right.
cover too, but we're very, very pleased with the
Yeah,
publications.
it's all good. Very good.
So now we go into June.
Tomorrow's June 1st. Hard to believe. And with June 1st, the first week of June is Small Business Week here in Cape Ann. Since 1981, we, the Chamber, have celebrated Small Business Week here. And Monday night, we will be in Manchester, and we will be celebrating Scott Milne of Milne Plumbing and Heating at 7 Central from 5 to 7. So Scott is the Small Business Person of the Year for Manchester, and that's voted on by his peers, past winners, and we're very excited for Scott and to be in Manchester on Monday night. Tuesday night, we'll be in Rockport, Bob Visnick, which is wonderful. He's a great guy. Not only is he hard working at his own small business, Cape Ann Law, but he does so much for the town of Rockport.
And very involved with the Chamber. He's on our
Yes,
Government
yeah.
Affairs Council
Yeah.
representing Rockport. We meet once a month, and Bob
Yeah.
is extremely involved with the business community through
Yeah.
us.
So it's Tuesday night at the Emerson Inn, 5 to 7. On Wednesday, it's Gloucester. John Orlando of the Harborview Inn is this year's winner. And we'll be celebrating him at the Gloucester House on Wednesday, 5 to 7. And on Thursday, June 7th, in Essex, David Brown of Shays Riverside Restaurant and Inn and Shays Motel and Inn, Riverside Motel and Inn. So we'll be at Shays Restaurant on Thursday, June 7th, celebrating David Brown. And then on Friday, we have the big luncheon, and that's bringing everybody together. And that's going to be at Castle Manor Inn from 11:30 to 1. We have local government will be coming. Safathia will be there, and I think that Anne Margaret said she was able to come. At any rate, they're all invited, and they
State
send
reps.
citations of congratulations to not only the small business winners that we'll be celebrating again in this luncheon, but we do the scholarships. We have the high school students, those that can make it, will be there. And we have 6 in this year, as you mentioned. In the past several years, we've done just 5, but we added a 6th one in, which is great. We're
Yeah.
able to do that with the support that we get from the golf tournament that
Exactly,
we do, and
yeah.
I'm very excited about that. And we have our keynote speaker this year is John Hurst, and he's the president of the Massachusetts
Retail Association of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yep, RAM.
Yep.
Very well respected and done a lot of great work, especially for the retail community.
Yeah.
So we're
So
excited
it's a
to have
busy
him there.
week. Yeah, it is exciting to have him there. Yeah.
It's a very busy week, and one of the most rewarding weeks I think
agree with you.
for us, for the board, for
Yeah.
the small business community,
I
where we
agree with
really
you. It's fun.
you know we honor people, small business people that have their heads down, working day in and day out for years and decades
Yeah.
in some cases at a time, and to recognize them for what they do, not only in their business, but really a key selection criteria is that they're also very involved in the community.
Right.
And these folks are beloved.
Yeah.
You know, our small business winners are beloved in
Yep.
the community, and the receptions are so rewarding
Yeah.
because they get all their friends and their family and the chamber members out, and we really celebrate what they do in the business and for the community. So
Yeah,
it's
it is.
it's a emotional, wonderful
Yeah,
week
it is.
for
It's a lot
the
of
entirety
fun.
of Cape Ann.
It's great. I'm looking forward to it. And then further on in June, on June 20th, Wednesday, June 20th at Cruiseport, we've got our second Cape Ann Collaboratives. So it's Cape Ann Innovators Collaboration.
Yeah.
Collaborative.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
Let's talk about
CAIC.
Cake.
Right.
Cake session 2. So this is also exciting. Is different from our standard networking events, which we do monthly, and in other forums we actually do more often than that. This is an innovators forum, and it's really open to the entire Cape Ann community because we all innovate in our own way. But we're focusing on kind of entrepreneurs and innovation and different types of job growth and economic growth here on Cape Ann. The first event that we did was on biotechnology. And we had a wonderful set of
Very
panelists,
successful.
including coming out of Endicott College, and Martha Farmer was here from InnoVentures, which was wonderful. And we had GMGI, Andrea Bodnar there as well. And this next event is the topic area is coastal resiliency. And talk about a hot topic. That is so hot with the storms that we had this wintertime and the damage that we sustained here in all 4 Cape Ann communities.
Yeah.
All 4 communities were impacted, some more than others. In fact, my little community in Essex was extremely
Yes.
impacted on the causeway there. Several businesses were damaged and some residents. And so coastal resiliency is a big, big deal. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to bring in panelists again, experts from around the area. And leading that for us this time is Katie Call. Katie's the Marine Science Director out of Ansquam at the Marine
Great.
Station there.
Yeah.
And she's great. And so she's become part of our CAKE team. The idea is to get this category of people together quarterly. And it's a kind of a social event, but it's also with a topic. And the objective is to inspire and engage the kind of innovator community. So we'll do this one. Our next one is already set up for September. It's going to be on the blue economy, and then we're going to move into some arts categories early in the new year, and we'll do 4 of these next year as well. We're starting to plan those out right now, so we're very excited about that whole
Oh,
format.
absolutely. The first one was so well received, and I expect this one will be as well. It's just very exciting to have such a new idea come to kind of test it out and to see what a great response we had. So it's great. Looking forward to that.
And we had also the variety of people that we had there. So we had a number of students there, which,
Yes,
we don't get students at our networking events.
Right. No,
We
that was
want
great.
students to attend our events. We
Yeah.
had a number of students from both Gordon and Endicott, which
Yeah,
is great.
that was great.
And we'll look to do that again, certainly. And it's a lower level cruise port, June 20th, 5:30 to 7:30.
Right.
No
That's
charge
great.
for the event, so
Looking
sign
forward
up
to
at the
that.
chamber.
Yes. Then we're into July, and not going to go into July too much right now, other than to say the first block party is July 14th.
Yeah,
Yahoo.
coming up, our
Yes,
first
yes.
big one of the summer.
That'll be a lot of fun. And then we've got our auction on July 26th at the
Yeah.
Beauport Hotel.
And that's our big fundraiser.
Yes, it is.
We've been into what, year 31 now on that, I think?
Yes, it is 31.
We love Cape
Yeah.
Ann fundraiser, and we really changed the format around last year and are focusing on our mission as a nonprofit. It's extremely important that people understand our mission
Right.
and that we're not just out there, supporting the businesses, but we're supporting the entire Cape Ann
Yeah.
community
Yep.
and
Yep.
really provide the infrastructure and what we like to think of as the hub
Yeah.
for the Cape Ann community.
Yeah.
And so that's the emphasis at that auction, is to talk about that.
Yeah. Yep, and that's it. Although I guess we would be remiss if we did not mention that Fiesta is happening at the end of
Oh,
June.
boy. That's a big one.
Of course,
Right.
yes, yes. So Fiesta, I think it's June 27th to July 1st.
Right.
Yep, I hear there's going to be a Pepsi truck out on the greasy pole. We'll see.
We'll see if it ends up there, right?
Yes, yes, that's it.
Great wrap up. Thank you.
Yes,
And
yes.
we will be back here in a month, and we'll talk about what's next coming up in July. We'll really be into the summer.
Yes, indeed.
Looking forward to it.
All righty, thank you.
Okay, thanks.